Okay, time for more Amstrad Action. Now starting issue 21, June 1987. Still, it's £1.25 now. Was it always £1.25? It's just £1. I'm going to check. Did that change? I thought it was £1. Yeah, I'm correct. Previous issue was £1. This one's £1.25. Prices started going up. No cover cassette on this one to boost that price. Anyway, not an official Amstrad publication. Magical typins. Magic card trick to baffle you. 8 more listings conjured up. Debugging, escape the confusion. Mystery tour around basic. Advanced Art Studio, improved with 16 colours and a palette of new features. Ranarama, Monster Master Game, takes you to a magical land. The art of games is playing the winners. The Taipan. From the author of Shogun, James Clavell, comes Taipan, a terrific new game packed with action and stunning graphics. Taipan is the exciting story of a man and an island. Become Dirk Struan, a pirate, a smuggler, a manipulator of men, achieving riches beyond imagination. Enter a world of blood, sin, treachery, conspiracy, and murder. A game of grand entertainment. Head Over Heels. Authors of #1 blockbuster Batman, John Rittman and Bernie Drummond, present Head Over Heels. Hi, my name's Mr. Head. Some say I'm the one with the brains, but I don't think my flat-footed friend would agree. I'm a real sharpshooter, but without my pal Mr. Heels, I'd get nowhere fast. Or slow. I can jump like a flea, and even glide, but Heels is the Daley Thompson of the two of us. He's fast. Together, if we can find each other, we really do make an awesome twosome. And that's the only way we can overcome the Emperor Blanktooth. Mario Brothers, now hot from the arcades. It's been what, 4-5 years? Nintendo's Mario Brothers for your home computers, featuring Fireball, Sidestepper, Fighter Fly, and of course, Mario and Luigi. Flip those pests and kick them off the pipes, but don't lose your footing on the slippery floors. Play as a team or against each other. Either way, you're in for a scream with Mario and Luigi, the Mario Brothers. Mutants, now available for your Spectrum and Amstrad. I took on the mutants knowing I was armed to the teeth with missiles, mines, torpedoes, and more. I could even choose where I wanted to fight. How could I lose? How did I lose? I've never seen anything like it. They came at me in droves, in swirling gases, in forms spinning a deadly gossamer, and there were more to come. I know now that one form of mutant will never escape a well-planned pattern of mines. It's just the beginning. But I must build the ultimate weapon or I'll never be rid of them all. Essential purchase. Miss it and you're missing something special. Zap. Good. Here's our lineup. What we expect in this issue. Here's got more war simulations. Woo! War games. Typins. Stuff. Moving on. There's a lot happening this month, so sit down and hold on tight. The first thing you'll have noticed, unless you're a subscriber, is the increase in cover price to £1.25. We're sorry we had to do it, but it's the first price rise since AA was launched, and at that time paper costs have risen substantially. We hope it doesn't damage your wallet too much. Future publishing is on the move. The editorial offices are on their way to a new home among the Georgian crescents and spars of Bath. From the 1st of May, we'll be at 4 Queen Street, Bath. The move has been prompted by the rapidly expanding number of staff and titles. The old barn became as tight as a garden shed. However, the mail order and subscription departments are staying in Somerton. Same old stalls and phone numbers. So any inquiries on special offers, mail order subscriptions and so on should be directed to the old barn. The new address in Bath is for editorial matters only. We still think you're getting value for money with AA, and to prove it this month we've got a Type-In special, another bumper bundle of cheat modes, a full review of Advanced Art Studio, the first look at Maxam 2, and of course all the new games. Top of the games pile is Ranarama, but the supporting cast includes some excellent strategy games and some more impressive software from over the channel. Future Publishing's not the only thing that's moving. I'm moving house to Bath as well. Moving house hangs over your head like the sword of Damocles. So don't be surprised if I've had a nervous breakdown by next month. Never mind, I'll just have to become an AA raving loony. Greyfell, the Legend of Norman. It's a cat. In overalls. Ooh. And a skull cave, of course. An epic arcade adventure that takes you into the realms of fantasy. Guide Norman through untold perils in the land of Greyfell on his quest for the orb of life. Greyfell is quite simply the cat's whiskers. The screens are superbly drawn, pleasing to the eye, and offer one of the best views of 3D I've seen. Good to know. Yeah, letters section. A veritable bug. Has anyone else spotted a bug in Veracruz? The two separate bits of info about the BMW don't give you the whole number plate. They apparently do on the other versions, so it's impossible to find out the owner from Diamond. Paul Ansorge, London. No response to that one. Toot Sweet. This sweet pea on legs gets blamed for everything. Toot should have his own page or corner instead of creeping along the margin begging for praise. It's not fair that poor Toot gets left out when there is some gremlin causing all the trouble. Shane Kiley, Mallow, County Cork. Cover lover and otherwise. Please can you improve your cover designs? Compared with most other computer magazines, they look very cheap and homemade. No exciting pictures or illustrations of the master game. Please go back to the days of good old Starstrike 2 cover and the Ghostbusters cover, AA's 12 and 6. Not a man wearing black gloves and carrying a penknife. Barry Marks, Holmes Chapel, Cheshire. Don't jump to the conclusion that it's a man's hands. Don't you think that we take our readers' opinions seriously? Remember Sarah Stansring complaining, reaction 19, about the scarcity of the fair sex in AA? The changes you made to AA 18, namely the logos and boxes and action test, give the mag a touch of class. Not that it wasn't classy before. Andrew Holmes, Grimsby, South Humberside. I think the new look is great. The action test pages have always been the highest quality, but now they are better than ever. Why not go to the whole slog and change the front page title? And whatever happened to the messages at the bottom of each page? Simon Matchell, Wallasey, Rural. Look below, Simon. Here's one, Simon. Yeah, the back. Hyper Leapfrog. Have you ever reviewed the DDI-1 disk drive or the Amstrad modem? Have you reviewed the game 1942? In February, you advertised a game called Star Raiders 2. Have I missed Star Raiders 1? Surely Electric Dreams isn't advertising number 2 before 1 is launched. Richard Strait, Woking, Surrey. The DDI-1 was old before AA was born, so the question is, why didn't it review Amstrad Action? The Amstrad modem is really the Nightingale made by Pace, but bearing the sugar badge. We reviewed it in issue 8 and again in the Christmas Buyer's Guide issue 16. It's released 1942. If the software house doesn't send us a copy, we can't review it, was Editor Wade's weary word. We'll get even with Elite by telling you that 1942 is coming out on a compilation. Wait till then instead of paying full price. Part 2 before Part 1 really would be an escalation of the advertised long before available hype, but no, Star Raiders 1 was an Atari game that was never converted to the Amstrad. Elite again. What have you done to AA? All the egotism is gone. It is becoming overly technical. It has been straightened out into conformity. The rave symbol has been changed. All the titles have been straightened up. High schools in the reader's review section have gone. I wish you would put back what you have changed, but I will continue reading AA simply because it's the best one for Arnold reviews. What happened to Scooby-Doo? I couldn't find any review of it in AA, and yes, it is out. I have bought it myself, and a good game it is too. Has a pilgrim changed identities? Again? Harry Breach, Bristol. We've progressed from telling how good we are to really being the best Amstrad magazine. There, is that egotistical enough for you? That said, we do miss the occasional game like Scooby-Doo, Elite again, despite trying to cover everything. On these occasions, if we do get a game 2 or 3 months later, there's not much point in trying to review it as news. Or whatever gave you the idea that Pilgrim has changed. We're afraid he hasn't. It still requires 5 interplanetary trans-temporal telepath calls to Phobos to get him to send his copy. I know the key letters are fading, but this is ridiculous. Characters are fading. Game now loading. Incognito alphabet. On my 6128 I have owned for about 14 months. Some of the keys have their letters fading half. Half the shift key is worn away, for example. Has anyone else had this problem? Is there anything I can do about it before all the letters disappear off my keyboard? I would like a pen pal. I'm interested in machine code and hacking, as well as hackable games. Roger Payne, Alcester, Warwickshire. My E is worn bare, proving it's the most used letter in English, and D is not far behind. My cursor arrows no longer point, so it's a good thing I know where they are. Learn to touch type. Learn to touch type. Okay. Amy isn't the Navy. What happened to Space Area on the Amstrad? Why did they make it with Victor graphics? Have you seen it on the Commodore? It's brilliant. Patrick Connolly, Cloggerhead, County Louth, Ireland. I like it the way it is, says Bob. I don't care what it's like on the Commodore. Evergreen nominations. Here are my evergreens mentioned in AA18. Software Star, Addictive, Starquake, Bubble Bus, Elite, Acornsoft, and Firebird. The first two I've played on and off since they first appeared on the Spectrum, and Elite from its launch on the BBC Micro. Starquake, in my view, is the zappiest arcade adventure around. Even though I've completed both the Amstrad and Spectrum versions, it still brings immense satisfaction to my twitching fingers. Great graphics don't make a great game, they only add to the initial appeal. Finally, does AA have any connection with the greatly missed personal computer games? I'm sure I've heard Bob Wade's name somewhere before. Mike Bennett, Redcar, Cleveland. Bob says your first two wouldn't be on his all-time greats list. And yes, he and Chris Anderson did both work on the late PCG before starting AA. Made a Mystics once. I'm a loyal subscriber to your Fab Mag, but this month, February, I decided to buy Amtix as well. Could you try to avoid the mistake of printing photographs in the magazine or on its covers, as it makes it look cheap? Try to stick to the stylish covers you had for issues 10, 11, and 12. Yes, Macedonia, Cardiff. What can we say, oh ever loyal subscriber? They say a picture's worth 1,000 words. Save your stamp. In AA19 there was a poke for Mutant Monty. My version is the original one, not the one on Computer Hits 2. It is on disc. Can you please adapt this poke to my game? Frank Swinton, Plymouth. If someone sends in the poke, we'll print it, but we're afraid we can't produce them to order, nor answer individually all the hundreds of other questions we get about games. As well as produce next month's Mega Mag. Not even if you bribe us with a stamp, Frank. We've got another lovely dragon here. It's like the one from Dragon's Lair in the previous issue. Rift and Ring. Coronis Rift is for disc only, according to the Rave in AA19, but another not so brilliant mag said it was out on cassette as well. Your mag says the price for Killer Ring is $7.99 on cassette, but the other mag says it's $8.99. You say it's produced by Ariolasoft, but the other says it comes from Reactor. Although the pictures of the game looked almost the same, have you made a big boob? Ian Kearns, Scotstown, Glasgow. One boob each and one drawer. Coronis Rift is definitely disc only. But the price of Killer Ring should have been £9 minus the customary penny. The pictures you saw, Ian, were more than almost the same For reactor is an Areola soft label. Toot Ball Game. In your review of Footballer of the Year, AA17, where did you get that screen from? I have the game and the picture is completely different. Paul Milchson, Bognor Regis, West Sussex. The screenshot was meant for Handball Maradona. Toot is sorry about that, but I thought Maradona was a football player. Can you tell me why the Contraption Poke Cheat Mode 17 was printed twice? Also, where is the end of Timothy Dowd's letter about Fourth Protocol? All I can see is now you have to hurry, change your icons and use your wire cutters. Cut the... I bought that cassette and got stuck, so I found the solutions very helpful. Now I'm stuck again. Help! I'm Paul Page, Solihull, West Midlands. Sorry, Paul. Toot was peckish again, but perhaps we can forgive him because the final sentence read, cut the red wire. So he did. Did a very neat job of it too. Use a scalpel. You'll notice the contraption listings were identical except for line numbers. Why didn't Toot munch one of those instead? Exactly 33 characters of our OCRB typeface will fit across cheat mode column, 10 EUS, 1 2/3 inches. So we have the hassle of splitting long lines and then renumbering, unless the author will please write them short and easy to debug to begin with. Stop! I finished all 8 levels of Druid, but on level 8 stops the game. You can't do anything more while the manual says you have to destroy the princess. Is there more to do than completing all 8 levels? M. de Klerk, Rotterdam. Level 8 is the end of the game, but methinks you're reading a Dutch edition of the manual. Please don't destroy the princess. Discount computer games. There's something about him I'm not quite sure about. Might be a pirate. Small ads for sale. I recently won a competition in my local paper, and the prize was to start a set of red boxes, as reviewed in AA17. But unfortunately, I have no need of the red boxes. Could you start a page where readers can advertise hardware and software which they would like to sell? Robin Brown, Inverness. Lucky you, we've just decided to open a smaller ads page as a reader service when your letter arrived. Here's your ad as a starter. Red boxes starter set to control home appliances and detect movement. Can be used as a burglar alarm. Will sell for £90. O&O. R. Brown. Yeah, yeah. In the future, you'll have to fill in the form and forward the fee. And this will go for would-be user groups as well. Reaction is getting overloaded with them. To avoid abuses, we will not publish ads wanting to swap or sell software other than programs you write yourself. Anyone seen my Morris? Activision's little computer people on the 6128 is brilliant. I made a backup copy, which I do for all my games. Been loaded and waited for about 5 minutes before somebody moved in. He had a good look around the house, then went away and came back with his dog. He typed the letter to me and signed it Morris. Well, Morris and I had some good times together playing cards, and Morris would often play his piano. To cut a long story short, I corrupted the disc. So I made another copy and loaded it. Lo and behold, Morris had gone and was replaced by Bruce. I made several copies in Marcus, Randolph, and Rusty, which now proves there is more than one LCP on my 6128. If another reader has a Morris, he looks like Jimmy Greaves. Well, I thought so. Please let me know. I've grown quite fond of him. Dave White, Bristol. Uh-oh. Save Toot, we plea. How could Nicholas Hill, Reaction 19, be so cruel? How would he like his legs ripped off? Or how would he like to be tortured? We have drawn up a petition to save Toot. Seems to me everyone takes it out on poor Toot. What bright spark picked the page bottoms? Don't blame Toot. And can someone tell me how old Bob Wade is? 20, 21, 22, 23 even? Have fun unrolling the till roll. You'll be surprised how much mess it can make. Please read the message at the end. And what do you do with all the letters you receive? Throw them away? I agree with Sarah Standing, same issue. Who said not enough females write to you? Lisa Montero, age 14, Southampton. Petition, please, 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 8,703 times on approximately 543 feet of ticker tape. Don't let Toot lose his legs. don't sack or torture him. Oh yeah, send me some signed photos of you lot. How old is Bob Wade? Excuse the writing, I'm leaning on a very thin issue of AA. We got a few signatures for that here. Blue Toot, he's too cute and too quick. Look what happens to those who try. The age of Bob's body is the product of the first and fifth prime numbers. His brain is 14 going on 49. See, first and fifth prime numbers. 22. Okay. There you got our little characters by Hayden Jackson Robbins, Harpenden Hertz. Bob Fade, half price. Richarded Montero, 10% discount. CB Radio by mail order only. Okay. Tactical question. Every other mag has its regular wargames feature, so why does AA overlook us computer tacticians? This pitiful six-liner on the Annals of Rome, AA-17, was hardly enough to be noticed. John the General Reynolds, Leamington Spa, Warwickshire. As I write this, Legions of Death and Vulcan, the Tunisian campaign, have just come in. Major Bob is marshalling resources. Will we deploy a monocoloured spread this month on them? Look and see. I can hardly wait. I just wish I'd found that Infinite Lives poke. Oh no. Building with boulders. Jay Young in AA18 asked if there was a construction kit for Boulder Dash. Well, there is, up here in Aberdeen anyway. 2 months after receiving Starstrike 2 subscription game, the first side didn't load, so 2 loads are okay. Will I send it back to you or just load it off side 2? After buying The Apprentice, I tried to poke in the poke from AA15, but it doesn't work. Halfway through loading, the computer resets itself. So what do I do? David Fleet, Aberdeen. We've never seen a construction kit for Boulder Dash. Anyone like to send us a review copy? Just load SS2 off side 2. That's why the tapes contain 2 copies. The Apprentice poke is correct as printed. You have probably made an error typing in the data. Ooh, Sorcery's got a cheat mode. When I have completed Sorcery Plus Part 1, it states that practice mode is now available. How to obtain it? Is it worth spending a long time completing Part 1 again and then dying in Part 2 within 1 minute? Can you advise me on choosing one from Tower City, Starstrike 2, Heartland, Get Dexter, Elite, and Doom Dark's Revenge? Is there any game that requires both sides of a disc? How much more space does a 3-inch disc have compared to a 5 1/4-inch? I have seen one game which required eight sides of a 5 1/4-inch disc. What? How does a disc have 8 sides? Apart from Gauntlet and Sorcery, what else can save the high score table or has extra features? Is it not worth spending £5 more for a disc version if it is the same as the cassette? I often praise the Americans for their disc-only games, for example Infocom. I am very surprised that no lords or ladies can solve one Infocom game. And finally, thanks for your wonderful mail order service. Derek Wong, Thornton Heath, Surrey. To get Sorcery's cheat mode, you must complete section 1 of the game. Hold down C while you press fire. We won't presume to tell you which of these great games to pick. You'll have to read the reviews and choose for yourself. Different computers store data in different formats, but in general, you can't get more than 200K on 140 track side with a 3-inch or 5.25-inch, or even the ancient 8-inch size. Faster loading is the main joy of disc over cassette. Unfortunately, Infocom players are comparatively rare on the CPCs. The games cost at least £20 and require a disc drive. However, there are the cheat books on the market for those games. Sue Taylor thanks you for thanking her. Sound Stuff is any software which contains a selection of tunes on tape which can be loaded and listened to by themselves. Any chance of doing a best sound article one month relating to software game tunes and effects? Andrew Earmuff, Tane, Roshire. Amstrad used to market a range of electronic stuff designed specifically for music. Okay, now we get to the news. The way ahead. Activision has several major software titles coming out in the next few months. Bureaucracy on the Infocom label is imminent. Written by master of the trade Douglas Adams, author of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. It leaves you buried under a pile of red tape. You are off to Paris for a holiday. Your boss has kindly mailed you a money order. As soon as it arrives, you can leave. You're no stranger to the postal service. Unreliable. That's not all that will hinder your journey. Bureaucratic banks, annoying airports, cantankerous characters, and the Zalagassian jungle will all trade at their utmost to stop you having a good time. What looks set to become another Infocom classic will retail at £35? Oh boy. Electric Dreams, also under the Activision empire, is releasing Star Raiders 2. The plot revolves around the Xylon Master. He plans to destroy the Celos 4 star system. Along with it will go the Atarian Federation, of which you are a member. If you want to stay alive, then destroy Chut. He's the master. £10 on cassette and £15 on disc. Under the Activision label comes Enduro Racer, Wonder Boy, and Quartet. All licensed from Sega and all costing £10 on cassette and £15 on disc. Enduro Racer, as you can guess, brings trail bike racing to your screen. Large detailed graphics, tarmac and desert scenes, spectacular crashes and joystick wrenching gameplay are all promised. Wonder Boy is a dodge the meanies, pick up the freebies and do some wheelies game. You control a lad on a skateboard bombing around town. Wonder Boy, as he is better known, must reach his girlfriend. As he dodges the treacherous beasts on his path, he can pick fruit and attain bonus points. Activision says it calls for skill and timing. Quartet stars 3 men and a woman, with a task: stop the aliens from destroying a space colony. The theme: caramelize the bad guys to stay alive. Good. Enhanced Easy Art. Microdraw, producer of Easy Art, reviewed in AA20, have improved upon its art package. An intelligent cursor is now standard. No need for a joystick, a whiz card is supplied. This is a small handheld substitute for a joystick, a bit like a cursor control pad. In a competition published in last month's AA, Microdraw offered 20% off its product. The competition is still open, but you'll have to hurry because the closing date is 13th May. All you have to do is produce a picture using any medium on A4 paper. All entrants can get 20% off this Easy Art package and 6 winners will get a copy of the program. The revised price for Easy Art is £16.95, £13.56 for entrants, or £22.90 with the whiz card. Spanish Maneuvers. Ocean have acquired the rights to market games produced by the Spanish software house Dynamic. The first of these titles is Army Moves, a 7-stage military massacre involving jeeps, helicopters and soldiers. The game graphics look excellent and the gameplay varied as you drive a jeep across a broken bridge, fly a helicopter over hostile terrain and make your way on foot through swampland and the army barracks. This looks like another excellent European offering to liven up the British CPC market. Army Moves will cost $8.95 on cassette and $14.95 on disc. Also coming soon from Dynamic, a Game Over, see screenshot, 3D Hardest, Basket Master, and After the War. AMRAM 2. Remember AMRAM, the clever gadget reviewed in AA19 for fiddling with ROMs? AMRAM 2 is due in the next few weeks, boasting 32K of battery-backed RAM, 4 ROM sockets, improved software, and full expansion port buffering. It will sell for £80. Tim Chaos from Silicon Systems phoned to say existing owners of AMRAM will have the opportunity to upgrade at a price to be announced. He also said a 3.5-inch Mega Drive will be out soon. At £179.95, it looks like a very exciting product. It will have the same interface and software as a current Mega Drive. As for delivery date, well, June looks the month to watch out for. Silicon Systems has other products in the pipeline, Tim explained. We have many ideas, it's just time. We're constantly rushed off our feet July or August. We'll see a decent EEPROM program at around the £40 mark. We may plunge for a 3-inch Mega Drive, but we are talking well into the future. Gauntlet, ever deeper. Gauntlet's deeper dungeons have arrived. Another 512 screens of monster mashing mayhem. You'll need the original game to load them into, but the price is an affordable £4.99 on cassette or $6.99 on disc. Sentinel Switch. Firebird has asked us to point out a couple of changes to the Sentinel instructions. The first is that to transfer from one robot shell to another, use the Q key and not T. Disk users should also note that the loading command is run Sentinel and not run disk as stated. We've also got to point out a change from our review of the game. The colour scheme that appeared in our screenshots was changed and looks even better now in the final version. The Spanish connection. Wait a minute. We've got more Spanish, huh? Alligator is opening its jaws to reveal Dr. Livingston. Already out in Spain under the guise of OperaSoft. The game Livingston Supongo, Dr. Livingston we presume, has reached the number 1 slot. Our Iberian pals have totally flipped over it. We shall soon be in the position to find out what mesmerizes the mids. You're an explorer and must find Dr. Livingston. With Boomerang, wrong continent, Dagger, Grenade, and Pole Vault, you must battle the dangers of the jungle. £8.95 and £14.95 are their asking prices for cassette and disc versions. Trivial Babies. Dormac have released the latest question pack for the Trivial Pursuit computer game. It's called the Baby Boomer Edition and contains questions mostly based on the 1960s and 70s and aimed at those born during the post-Second World War baby boom. There are 3,000 more questions of no vital importance whatsoever. The question pack costs £7.95 on cassette for those who already have the main game and £14.95 on cassette, $19.95 on disc if you want to buy the whole game. Think Cheap. Back in issue 6, we reviewed a game from Ariolasoft called Think. It cost £8.95 then and got itself a rave. Now it's being re-released by Firebird for just £1.99. It's a sort of advanced computer version of Connect 4. You can play against a skillful computer opponent or have battles with wits with another player. Monty's back. The cuddly bundle of mole is back. It may well be the last time. The title is Alfreda St. Monty. Will this be Monty's finest hour, or will he wish he was never born? That's left to you. Guide Monty around Europe. Don't let Intermole get him. Avoid the Monty crushes. Something's never changed. Wear the badge you get with the game. Gremlin's latest sounds appealing. Costs £10 and £15 on cassette and disc respectively. Forget the change. Should be on the streets this month. Yeah, it's not the last Monty Ball game. More compilations. Ooh. Jonah Barrington Squash. It's on the compilations Now Games 4. It was otherwise not released on the Amstrad. Something new, I guess, at least. Things back. Gremlin is introducing a new character and reviving another of its former stars. The new one is called Nimrod. He's a member of the Biopton race, a mechanical bunch of Neo people. Nimrod's first adventure will be called Nimrod. No, it won't. He is in charge of finding fellow Bioptons that have gone missing, or rather, have been abducted by hostile Cratons. June will see the appearance of Nimrod in an October £10 cassette game, £15 on disc. Thing will make a dramatic appearance and Thing bounces back. Due in May, why that's any day now, it will cost £10 on cassette and £15 on disc, unless inflation hits an all-time high and the customary penny is not refunded. Thing has managed to knock off the toy goblin in his last escapade. This time he must stop the factory from auto-producing toys. A tough challenge this. Iron chickens chuck eggs at his head, water squirts from pipes, and surfaces explode under his unsuspecting feet. The music is written by the composer Rob Hubbard, which assures us excellence. Z80 updated. The microprocessor chip that controls your Amstrad and many other 8-bit machines since about 1978 has been updated. Zilog, one of the major chip manufacturers in the States, has been responsible for all the 80 range, the 8080, 8082, 8086, and what? The new chip, the Z280, is being shipped in place of its successful predecessor. It boasts an operation speed of 10 MHz, has extra register space, and can handle more memory. The price for improvement is £18, compared to about £6 for the old Z80. Okay. Across the channel, Infogrames will have 2 French products to compete with the best of the British. They are Passengers on the Wind and Murders on the Atlantic. French software is ever increasing in originality and quality. Passengers on the Wind is an adventure-type game based on mainland Europe's best-selling cartoon book. It is set in the 18th century. The story centers on a young maiden who attempts to regain her birthright. The game features stunning graphics and pull-down menus. Available for the 6128 or machines with expansion memory and disk drive. It will cost money. Oh no. Murders on the Atlantic is a crime thriller aboard a transatlantic cruiser. We haven't much information to go on, just that it's to be released soon and in an Infocom type packaging. Ooh, fancy. I don't remember the game either. I wonder if it got released. Second City. A tougher challenge awaits those who purchase the disc version of Mercenary. The Compendium Edition, as it is called, contains all the elements of the original cassette version, but has the Second City and the Targ Survival Kit, maps, hints, and a novella. The Second City takes you to Targ's southern hemisphere. You have no clues, no records, you're on your own. A data set for the Second City will be available early in June for owners of the original cassette at £5.95. Discounts can expect to pay £19.95 for the compendium. A touch of the Synapse. Due out in June is Synapse from Hewson, the producer of this month's master game Ranarama. The new title is a scrolling shoot-'em-up with over 450 screens. Seems a lot. Among its other qualities are supposed to be high-resolution, multicoloured scrolling graphics, 3-dimensional parallax starfield, say what, myriads of sprites, and rainbow colour processor. I haven't got a clue what that will turn out like, but we'll let you know, and you can find out for yourself when it's released at £8.95 on cassette and $14.95 on disc. Fooled again. Remember the cute robotic hero of Suevo's World? Well, he's back again in a game from FTL called Hydrofool. After making a real mess of his last mission, he's been plonked down on a planet that's been converted into a gigantic aquarium. The game features hydromation, but whatever that is will have to stay undiscovered until the game comes out in late May at $8.95 on cassette and $13.95 on disc. Living Dangerously. Denmark has acquired the rights to another Bond movie, The Living Daylights. Let's hope it's better than the last one, A View to a Kill. The game is due out in July. This probably means August or later. Will a change of actor playing Bond, the new film stars Timothy Dalton, lead to a change in the fortunes of Bond games? We'll see, I guess. Oh, here we go. Palace Panache. Two Chisty models are helping to promote Palace Software's latest game, Barbarian. The only information we have to go on is Michael Van Wyck's, the guy with the hair, 53-inch chest, and Maria Whittaker's softer one. You'll be pleased to know these two delightfully moulded models will appear on the packaging and title screen of the game. The game doesn't have a title screen. In between photo sessions, Palace is busy producing top-selling games. Stifflip & Co. is next. Combining the charms and wit of the 1920s and 30s, the program revolves around Sebastian Stifflip and his three jolly companions. Their business is the search for arch-villain Count Chameleon. Described as a multi-role action adventure featuring icon and bubble control, it will sell for £10. Yep. Wookie Meet Moti. Wookie and Moti are two new games from CRL. No, not I'm pretty sure the one game. In Wookie, you supposedly have to maneuver rocks into holes, avoiding lurking monsters and getting stuck in the holes yourself. While in Moti, see Pick, you have to arrange balls into a line, careful not to destroy the balls yourself. Not exactly crystal clear, is it? So watch the space. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is one game. Buffer It Up. A 256k printer buffer for only £99 has been released by Watford Electronics, renowned in the BBC micro world as producers of high-quality, high-specification products. The Mega Buffer can be used by most parallel import printers. At £99, it is the cheapest of its kind. Buffers of 64k capacity normally sell at this price. Processing words. Ranarama has recently released Junior Word Pro, a word processor aimed at young children and beginners. It displays large text in mode 0 and double spacing. Word processing functions have been kept to a minimum, says Brian Soul of Ranarama. Prompts are constantly on screen and printing is virtually automatic, which they say assures a gentle introduction to word processing. Junior Word Pro costs £8.50 on cassette and £11.50 on disc. Both versions are supplied with tutorial files. Ten, 9, 8, 7, success. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, failure. The difference is timing. Metrocross, are you the one in a million who can think in microseconds, not minutes? If you are, Metrocross is the challenge that's been designed to inspire you. If you're not, then you'd better fast improve your skill and coordination. A checkered floor riddled with pit holes, a barrage of obstacles that hinder your progress, and no-go areas that bring you to a standstill make this race against time increasingly impossible. But not everything is against you. Springboards are primed to catapult you forward, and a speeding skateboard waits ready to hurtle you along that desperate rush to the finish line. If you beat the clock the first time, there's no guarantee you'll not be flattened at the next level. Namco, US Gold. Commodore 64, cassette disc. Amstrad cassette disc. Spectrum cassette. Atari ST disc. Still no one cares about the Amiga yet. When did the Amiga come out? Was it out yet? Art Studio 2, the Advanced OCP Art Studio, Rainbird, $24.95, disc only, £10 to upgrade, 6128 or expanded 464664. It's a whole art package. Again. Wimps in general, Windows, icon, mice, all pull-down menus. And P. The P is subject to much controversy here at the Old Barn. Pointers, programs, and pigs have been some of the suggestions. The others are not printable and not all begin with P. Whatever you wish the P to stand for, WIMPs are hip and here to stay. Both versions of RStudio make extensive use of Windows menus and icons. The mouse is optional. The WIMP environment is friendly, fast, and fun. It also avoids heavy use of the keyboard. RStudio versus PageMaker. If you delighted in PageMaker's features, when you use Advanced RStudio, you may notice all the improvements or additions are similar to the AMX package. The two programs have different functions. PageMaker is for those trendy people who want to keep up with the latest buzz in computer software desktop publishing. Artsheet is for those with artistic flair. However, now that it's incorporated many text handling routines, it looks as though it may steal some of PageMaker's thunder. Good news, no more nasty lens lock. Woohoo! Beats the competition without really trying. Undo is a lifesaver. 3 levels of magnification. Works on any mode up to 16 colours. Colour cycling and colour priority is new to CPC. Windows can be saved to disk. Bad news, disk only. Not true animation. This is how it should have been the first time around. The official Amstrad Users Club. Only the official user club can offer you such range of approved software from Amsoft, and no shop could ever offer prices as low as these. The savings don't stop there. Join the club and you'll get substantial discounts that will soon recoup your membership fee, and much more beside. The basic idea. If you own a microcomputer, then at one point or another you will enter a command in BASIC. BASIC is supposed to stand for Beginner's All-Purpose Symbolic Instruction Code, but the acronym was obviously thought up first. It is the simplest method the home user is for getting the computer to perform a task. It attempts to be straightforward English, and often is easy to follow, but sometimes it's double Dutch. Try saying that to COBOL. It's supposed to be in English. Good luck understanding it. This article explains how you can start programming, clarifies a few basic terms and puts them to good use, tries to banish the dreaded syntax error, and takes you by the hand through a relatively large and complex listing. This is a card trick thing. And I'll walk you through it. Hooray for a raise. It doesn't work! Oh no. Pick a card, any card. Text dump. If you want to dump whatever is on your screen to printer, this handy listing from Nigel Megawan of Hillsborough, County Down is just what you need. Type in the program and run it. Everything goes according to plan. In the message, new command, bar tdump will appear. Then you can save text dump as a binary file. To load again, type the following commands. Fuzzy. This is an interesting routine from David Hudson of Monmouth, Gwent. It simulates the fuzzy picture seed when your television set goes haywire. Handy. Random symmetrical patterns. Handy. Controlling patterns. Rally. Rally. Oh no, there's a hair on the scan. Someone left that behind. Star dodging. It's a one-liner. Problematic. Your enigmas with Arnold will never, well, hardly ever, stump our expert RPM. Binary that's really basic. You know, saving basic files as binary. Hot tips. Reset no more. I've looked at several pokes that I hope will be of use to some readers. Turn off reset function. Turn shift lock off. Turn caps lock off or on. Please note the shift lock and caps lock pokes are for 464 users only. Hackers only. A mate for Busby. Well, this is not a mate for Bubsy. That's something. Is that again? Maxam 2. Mad about Maxam 2. Richard Montero jumps into a product from Middle Earth. When Maxam came out 2 years ago, a reviewer said it should be held up as an example of what can be done by programmers who care. The best thing since Sliced 464. The words have appeared on its ads ever since. Anna's answer to pleas from software houses and programming enthusiasts set the standard. In its heyday, Maxam certainly held its own, losing out only to complete programming pages such as Peridev and Laser Genius, the latter being bugged in places. The follow-up, Maxam 2, makes previous attempts at Amstrad assemblers, editors, and monitors look puny, even pathetic. Ooh. Unlimited file size. File size is governed by free space on the disk, so extremely large files are possible. Good. Good news! Unbelievable editor, so simple it's child's play. Link option means enormous files can be assembled. Can program in 8080 using Z80 mnemonics. Macros and conditional assembly. Breakpoints, slow running, and symbolic debugging. The ultimate tool has everything a programmer could ask for. Bad news, 6128 only unless you have extra 64K disk drive and CPM+. Expensive if you don't own a software house. Cannot cope with undocumented Z80 instructions. Oh no. Passive menu could be more informative. How much did it cost? £79.95. Hardball and Tapper. Yeah, I remember playing those. Dogfight 2187. In the 22nd century, mankind's greatest threat will come from another dimension. A breach in the space-time continuum has allowed invading forces entry into our universe. Only the Chevron spatial generator can seal the breach. Oh boy, I've been going wild here. Doodah disc shovel. Bonzo Doodah. Nemesis, £11.50 disc only. Good name. Bonzo Doodah. Big Bonzi. Bonzedit. There's a title screen. Feed the kitty. Feed the kitty. Bonz copy. Bonzedit. Did this come out before Bonza Da Vinci, I wonder? I'm trying to remember when that was released. Build a desk. Give Arnold a custom designed home of his own. Oh boy. A thingy computer copy holder. Beware the empty shelf. Good news, Amstrad Action's circulation is rising. Bad news, your local newsagent might sell out before you can pick up a copy. Avoid this possibility. Hand him a completed copy of this form. Or subscribe. Don't miss the action. Junior Word Pro, Children's Word Processor. We already looked at that one. Well, A Day in the Life, Computer and the Pulpit. Whitson is a good season for Reverend Paul Dawson to tell how he uses his 6128. He's curate at the Church of the Holy Spirit in Dovecot. Dovecot. This area of Liverpool is a 1930s council estate with 12,500 population and high unemployment and crime figures. Paul is 26, married, and lives in a drafty flat. Well, dinner, feed cat again. Good. Gotta feed the cat. Feed the cat, feed myself. I mean, cat's more important after all. Gotta feed the cat. There you go, Barbarian, the ultimate warrior. Commodore's version, the Amstrad version. Get Amstrad screenshots on the advert. There you go. Look at them until we get some more. Okay, off we go. Now we get to the reviews, finally. Finally. A runaway winner. Ranarama from Houston is the master game, a deserved accolade for the author Steve Turner. It's a fantasy romp through 7 levels of a castle in a gauntlet derivative that's packed with great ideas and exciting gameplay. It will probably be the first time you've ever played a frog. Anyway, that will change soon. He's trying to return to his normal human shape. It has to do battle with hordes of enemies and the powerful sorcerers. This one's got lots of depth to discover. It takes this game format to new heights. The rest of Action Test is dominated by a rash of excellent strategy games and foreign imports. The strategy games range from the distant past in Legions of Death, where the Romans do battle on the seas with the Carthaginians, through the recent past in Vulcan, the Tunisian campaign from the Second World War, to the future in Nether-Earth, where robot war machines clash in a mighty struggle. The foreign imports are Prohibition and Asphalt, which will exercise your joystick instead. Prohibition really lives up to the term shoot 'em up as you battle gangsters on the streets of the USA. Still in the US, Asphalt is a road war where you take on all the worst types of road honks in your armoured, well-armed lorry. Originality is high in Restascan, an animated adventure. There's even something for sports fans with the long-awaited arrival of Leaderboard. It's been well worth the wait, so let's tee off and read straight down the middle of the section. That always drives the fans wild. And these are all the games listed. 23 games to go through. First game is Leaderboard. Golf. By Access. I'm pretty sure US Gold published this. There must be Access, $9.99 cassette, $14.99 disc, keyboard or joystick. There must have been a lot of development problems to delay this title by so much. It was heralded as a classic on other machines, so now that it's here, how does it measure up to those high standards and the other golf simulations on the market? Leaderboard allows 1 to 4 players to play at novice, amateur or professional standard. Once you've chosen how many players enter their names and chosen which standard, you must select 1 to 4 rounds or 18 to 72 holes. For each round, you must choose which of the 4 courses you wish to play. The instructions show the layout of each course in detail, with a scale. They printed on the magazine here anyway. Oops. Yeah, right there. That's the detail. That's the detail I have here for that. A good example of the variety and difficulty of the game is the second hole of the third course. As with the majority of holes, the pin is directly in front of you. The hole consists of islands surrounded by water everywhere. Imagine a golf game in Venice. There are no worrisome bunkers to dodge in this or any other hole. Obviously the designs for bunkers an unnecessary addition to this already complex and difficult simulation. Or there wasn't enough memory, Ed. Anyway, back to our example hole. There are 4 islands. The first is the one with the T. The second and third islands are equally spaced apart. The fourth island is the one with the green on it. The island with the green is 350 yards away from the T and 50 yards long. However, from your array of clubs, a driver, a 3-wood, 5-wood, irons 1 to 9, and a pitching wedge, the maximum distance you could possibly get is 271 yards. Whoops. However, the second iron is 100 yards away and 100 yards long. A 4-iron at full power will land you approximately 190 yards up the fairway. It's a mere 6-iron from the green. The longest and shortest distances for each club are shown in the instructions. The process of hitting a ball can be split into 3 sections. First, choose the club. Decide the direction by moving a spot a few feet in front of the golfer, horizontally left or right. Second, decide your power. At the bottom right of the screen is an indicator for power and snap. Pressing the fire button will start the golfer swinging. The power level will keep increasing until you release fire. It's recommended that you release the button when the indicator reaches the top of the indicator paddle. When playing at amateur or professional standard, the power will start to decrease if you release fire too late. Once the golfer has reached the top of his backswing, the snap indicator comes into effect. This is the third section. For the shot to go straight, you must press fire as the club head hits the ball. This is represented on the snap indicator by a horizontal mark in the middle of it. Pressing fire before will cause your shot to hook, and after will cause it to slice. However, as a novice, you will not need to worry about this. Good, I'm going to be playing as a novice. Make it easier. Once you have hit the ball, it will go shooting off in the direction you set. If you are playing at amateur or professional level, the snap will take effect. And if playing professional, the wind also comes into play. The wind direction and strength is shown on a wind indicator to the right of the golfer. If your shot lands within 64 feet of the hole, you must putt. Don't have a green, apparently. The wind indicator is replaced with one showing the slope of the green, whether the ground slopes up or down from the pin. This indicates which side a putt will break. When putting, you must first choose the direction, as with all other shots. Then choose the strength of the putt, in the same manner as an ordinary shot, but on a much bigger power indicator. There is no snap when putting. This simulation game could have been made a lot better by the use of sensible sound effects and sensible programming. If your shot lands in the water, you will hear a pathetic kush sound. I'm sure a gentle plop or sploosh would not have been too difficult. When you sink a putt, if you strain your ears, you might just hear another quiet little kush. Still, who expects good sound from a golf simulation? Me! Another thing, after every successful shot, the screen clears and the course is redrawn. This is slow and in some cases seems unnecessary. This is done because, as the inlay says, this is the only golf game where every shot is shown in true perspective. After all is said, however, the game is the best golf simulation I've seen so far. This is due mainly to the smooth and realistic swing of the golfer and the other small but necessary touches, such as the impressive way the ball can be seen to bounce off the pin, and an accurate shot will flip away from the hole if you putt too hard. One little bug that I found when I scored a hole-in-one, he hadn't bought us all a drink yet either, Ed. As a novice, I might add the program hung up and I was forced to reset. Afterthought, we found we could access the driving range by pressing the R key when the program asked for a number of players. To exit, hold down the letters R and O and the number 9 simultaneously. Sorry, it's the easiest way we could find. First day target score, get under par as amateur. Second opinion. A few years back, I tried playing golf a few times and never broke the 100 mark. This game rekindled my interest and had me at the keyboard for hours. Its most realistic feature is the rhythm required to get the timing of power and snap. It's very difficult at first, but as you pick up the rhythm, it becomes totally absorbing. It's a shame there are no bunkers, though, rough, trees, etc., but it's still a superb game. Green screen view, green grass, green water, playable. The verdict. Graphics 72%. Good animation and perspective. Slow redrawing of the course. Sonics 9%. hardly any effects, and poor ones at that. Grab factor 82%, variations of skill factor and course. Slow, a lot of waiting. Staying power 86%, variables in each shot add realism and variety. 4 difficult courses to master. AI rating 83%, comprehensive, helpful instructions. Best golf game yet. Okay. And now we get to play a game. Finally get to the game. It's been an hour, over an hour. I'm already in the correct direction. Alright, finally get the game. Okay. Leaderboard conversion by canvas. US gold, all blah 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 blah. Leaderboard conversion by canvas. Programming Roy Gibson, Ian Witherbirn. Number of players, 1. Enter name, no. Professional, amateur, or novice? Novice. Just go 18 holes. Probably won't even do that. It's golf. It's going to take a while. Course 1. We're presuming course 1 is going to be the easiest course. Here we go. Your name, left and right. Wood. Like that. Here we go. $81 yards. That meant 270 yards, pretty much. Okay. Now what? Maybe F5 is pause now and maim. Muscle memory's all screwed up. So get these instructions. Says how. So I can choose what club to use. One set of instructions. They're in Spanish. Good. Should be good enough. Yep, got a little table here. That's handy. Pitching wedge at full power does 83 yards. That should be good enough. It's a little too far to the right. Are we putting yet? Yes. So I'll hold that little red thing. It's hard to spot. Good. Got it in. How about that? 1 under. We're under par. At least we're having success so far. Right, hole 2. Uh-oh. How are you supposed to judge how long that is? Again, the manual shows these. Not the Spanish manual, apparently. I think what the review does. Oh, don't do that. What am I doing? Here we go. Not enough detail on the scan to read that. About 500 yards. I don't minimise that. 458 yards. So yeah, it could be 500 yards. So 400, 300. So we want about 200 yards. Yards. 200 yards. 3 iron. Full power. That wasn't quite full power. Should be enough. $271 yards. 271 yards. Is that how far you hit it for what? If you're one wood. Should have gone further to the left. To the right, I should say. Par 5 though, so close enough to putt. Yes, we are. 14 feet again. That worked. Oh no, it's too far to the right. Oh, I see the slope there. I should have looked at that. Okay. Still 1 under. Doing alright. We're doing alright. Ooh, 125 yards. 9 iron will do 117. 8 iron will do 138. Oh, that might be a little short. Well, that went in the water. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . probably go too far now. Oh, yeah! Hit the flag! Just take out the damn flag! Oh, it's going that way. It's gonna swerve a bit. Ooh. Just like real golf. Nope, we're failing this hole. They don't hit that hard enough. They really not hit that hard enough. Oh, here goes a 2 under. 17 inches. Sheesh. Getting worse. Okay. 401 yards. This is hole 4. Okay. Seems straightforward enough. Just to the right a little bit. Okay, 134 yards. 8 iron does 138. Feet. Perfect. Okay. Back to 1 under. Oh no. More water. Yeah. It's like the golf course is flooded. So that island is at the 200-yard mark. So we can get onto that. Uh, 200 yards, 3 iron. Really? I think the map might be wrong. For 1 iron. Yeah, I think the map might be wrong here. Yay! We made it! 5 wood. What is a 5 wood? 5 wood does 234. Yeah, that didn't seem right. Oh, 226. Just shoot that again, right? Might be too far. Well, that seems alright. Hopefully close enough. But we're going to lose a lot of score now. Okay. Next hole. Hole 6. Oh boy. What short one? 175 yards. How are we? Okay, 6 iron does 169. Ooh, that's close. Perfect. Another short one? It's another short one. 183 yards. Go the 6 iron again. Safe, I think. Hopefully it'll go far enough. Yep. How close did we get? 35 feet. Oh, we didn't get close as I thought. But that's just going to be a bit of a... Oh, quite enough. Okay, it's fine. Okay, let's move that direction a bit, huh? 425 yards. Oh, let's whack it. 150 yards. What have we got here? 8 iron does 138. 7 iron does 153. Go with the 8 iron just to be sure. In line, I can't tell. Oh, off we go. It might be a little short. Yeah, it's a long putt. Oh, it's going to go to the right as well. Oop, too far to the right. We're in front now. Yeah, just hit straight. Here we go. Okay, 9th hole. I think we'll leave it after, end it after the 9th hole. Don't be playing this for too long. So we'll be playing the next game probably for a while too. Oh boy, 9th hole. Let's check the map on this one. That's what I wanted. 9th hole. Oh boy. Get up to that one. That's 300 yards at the top. Nearly 200. Do a short hit onto that front iron there. Under 200 yards at least. 150. 79. Okay, looks safe enough. $262 yards. That would be a 3-wood perhaps. It's 248. Do one and maybe lower the power a bit. Oh, that's too low. Yeah, that's it. In the water it went. Yeah, that should do. It's going to kind of swerve to the right a bit there. Yeah, that's too hard. Oops. Yeah, that's 9 holes. 2 under. Who'd have thought an actual playable golf game? Realistic. Somewhat. But yeah, that's leaderboard. It's not bad actually. Wait for all the updated versions to appear. Back to the magazine. Next game, Ranarama. By Hewson. $8.95 cassette, $14.95 disc, joystick or keys. Steve Turner is a real stalwart of the games industry. His first game on the Amstrad was Dragon Talk, a Raven issue 2. Although he's been more active on other computer formats, this new release exhibits his experience and imagination for games to the full. It's most conveniently described as a gauntlet derivative that takes the format to new heights of gameplay and originality. The hero is one Mervyn, a sorcerer's apprentice who, while trying to improve his looks, has turned himself into a frog. You control the unfortunate amphibian and have to hop him through the dungeons of a castle, trying to turn him back into his old ugly self. The dungeons have 8 levels, each populated by all manner of nasty creatures, and a smattering of wizards and necromancers. The object of the game is to destroy all the warlocks on each level by taking them on in ritual combat. More of that later. The dungeons are made up of rooms and corridors, which occupy only small areas of the display. They are placed at random in a room on the first level. From there, it's a real mystery tour. To view the dungeons from overhead, and initially can only see the start room. As you move through the doorways, other rooms miraculously appear on the display, revealing their contents. You can see only the creatures in the room you're in. Those in adjacent rooms become visible only when you go through the door. This element of exploration and the unexpected adds a lot to the enjoyment of the game. You might go straight past a crucial room without knowing it, or run headlong into a hornet's nest of danger. Yes, you won't mention the fantasy doors. When you find a warlock, you just have to collide with him, and ritual combat ensues. It takes the form of a puzzle that has to be solved against the clock. The letters of the word Ranarama are scrambled, and you have to get them back into place before the time runs out. This usually isn't too difficult, but trying to think fast and cope with a short deadline puts you under a lot of pressure. Success in combat results in several runes being scattered about the room. Click these up before they disappear, and they are extremely important to prolonging survival. Once you've destroyed all the wizards on a level, the lights go out. In the inky darkness of the dungeons, you have to find the exit. Could be a big problem for green screeners. The monsters come in a wide variety, living, dead, and magical. They have varying strengths, all inflict power loss when they touch you. Some are created by generators in the rooms, which can also be destroyed. Others just wander around, popping their heads around the door to see if they fancy a bit of battle with you. You can shoot most of them, frog gob, I suppose. Most rooms contain symbols on the floor called glyphs. They come in 4 types: glyphs of seeing, power, travel, and sorcery. The seeing glyph shows you a map of all the rooms you've visited on that level and revealing all exits as well. Power will kill any living creatures in the room with you. Travel operates a lift between levels, and there are 3 lifts on every level, each one connecting to a different level. The sorcery glyph is where you can use the runes you've collected. It allows you to cast different spells if you have the runes to do it. There are dozens of different spells, mostly of the same nature, but with different power requirements and effects. See panel for details. Creatures moving and casting spells cost you powers. When you're low, Froggy starts to flicker. It makes a squeaking noise. You're about to croak. You need to find an energy crystal quickly. And since they're fairly random, that could be a problem. You effectively get 2 lives. The first is a power spell, and when that runs out, you're mortal until you cast another one. But now people are probably starting to moan about the number of Gauntlet derivatives on the market. Doubtless this will take some flack on that front, but I think it's unjustified because the format is a wide one with plenty of room for development, which is exactly what Steve Turner has done. The revealing rooms, warlock combat, and casting spells with runes makes it a much more absorbing game and less of a shoot 'em up. It's a game that's very hard to stop playing. You can hang on to life recasting power spells and exploring gradually further, but it's never easy. First day target score. Clear first level. Second opinion. Superb is the only way to describe Ranarama. Shoot 'em up, hop along, cast a spell, and turn me back to a prince are the elements of this magical game. There are interesting musical ditties and a marvellous show what's in the room when you enter it feature. Although a Gauntlet clone, it is a worthy contender for a number 1 spot. I only wish I could get to level 8. Green screen view. Some features are very tough to spot when the lights go out. Spelling test. There are 4 general types of spell: power, offense, defense, and effect. The latter 3 are always present in some form, but power can run out and is essential for survival. Power comes in 8 levels, is drained by other types of spell, so it's important you always have the strongest power spell if possible. Offense determines your type of weapon and also comes in 8 increasingly powerful varieties. Particular weapons are effective against particular creatures. As you go through the levels, the creatures increase in defense capability as well. Defense. 8 varieties again, the unit of types of shield. You'll need better protection as you go through the levels as the creatures get more powerful. Effect. This is the category with the most variety. The spells allow you to do lots of different things, like reveal hidden doors, show warlocks on the map, make you invisible, and so on. You can use runes only once, so be careful with which spells you cast first. It's no use leaving an 8th level offensive spell if it's draining your 2nd level power spell. The verdict. Got all the enemies down there too. Arachne, Gargoyle, Wizard, Necromancer, Munching Mouth, Spinning Knives, Orbiter, Energy Ball. Good. Okay, the verdict. Graphics 88%. Detailed characters and animation. Variety of dungeon designs. Sonic 74%. Nice musical ditties and sound effects. Grab factor 93%. The room discovery element really grabs you. Lots of variety of spells, opponents, etc. Gauntlet derivation takes some of the shine off. Staying power 90%. 8 levels gets very tough. The variety of opponents, rooms, and spells continues throughout. AA rating 91%. Despite derivation, it's highly original. There's more enemies. Dwarf Warrior, Fire Golem. It looks sad. The Bisect, Guardian, Death Serpent, and Ghoul. The Evil Horde. Okay, time to play game. Okay. Off we go. And further. Okay. Start. Prepare to enter. Okay. Left. Out. Ah. Those are not going well to start with. Oh. Q. Got him dying already. Okay, can we change our power level so that we don't die? Because you get your life back when you multiple psychic. No. Shield. Oh, I'm gonna die. This is not gonna be a good start. Oh, now we're mortal. Can we? No. Need to find another warlock. Oh, there's one out there. Come here. Okay, we can set psychic. Okay. Put that back. Okay. Okay, we can survive another death. Map. So dead end. Check map. It is. There's another dead end. It is. No fantasy walls in there. Spinning disc things, or whatever they are, it restores some energy. They're all here apparently. Alright, I've got. So my current effect is to find hidden doors. I know we're about to die again. Well, about to die again. Alright, power spell expired. You are now mortal until you cast another. Okay, level 4 of them. Okay, we're just here, okay. Okay. Upgrade my shots at some point. That's not much use then. Oh, got two of them here. Finish my life at least. Another thing power does, higher power levels also let you fire more rapidly. Here's another one. Bolt. Here we go. Better. That's all of them. Okay, that's all of them on the stage. Can't do nothing there. Okay. Now we just go down a level. Yeah, just go find an exit. We don't need to go anywhere else. And dead. For 3, that should be enough for what I have. Conflagrate. Red peril to all in range. We don't need those high power. Cut down high power. We've got a fireball. Increase our offense a bit. Let me go high defense. Wall. It's the wall. Barrier. Unseen. Mortals cannot see you. Electrode. Defense against electrocute. Go to that. Still minimum draw. So don't need to change the effect spell. That could be anything. It doesn't make you stronger or anything. Just depends what you want. Alright. Let's come over here. Go that way, huh? Alright, I see it. Okay. What are here? door there. There we go. Uh-oh. Okay. Power spell expired. You are now mortal until you cast another. Use that. Okay. Where are we heading now? We went this way, huh? Well, I'm running out of life already. Psychic, bottom. Still got symbol. It should be okay. This is minimum drain. That's good. Ready? Well. Okay. Up around there. I should get a power spell first. That would probably be a smart thing to do. If I can. Don't have to get into the power spell already. Let's switch to that. It's the free flower life. Drain's still slow. We'll use this. Okay, nothing else left here. Check map. We've done all the central bit here. Now I'll find some of those. Oh, now I'll find more. Okay. Okay. Let's go here. Not a lot left that we haven't been. It's up the top left there. Right. Oh, it's right there. More left. Okay, now we do. Where's the map? Come on, find me a map. Okay, up here. Go. Should be the last one, hopefully. And it is. Buzzball. Annihilate. Disintegrate. Go for Annihilate. Extreme firepower. Seen. Mortals cannot see you. Okay, let me find another lift. This one right there. Life's running out already. Well, power cell expired. You're now mortal until you cast another. Just still not gonna hit you, thank you. You'll find a sorcery glyph. There's got to be one somewhere around here. There we go. Or psychic. We can only do psychic. Uh-oh. Drain normal. Well, that can't be good. Find some warlocks to find. All the warlocks apparently in hiding. This is where we started, huh? Uh-oh. Oh, we haven't got any of these lifts. Power spell expired. You are now mortal until you cast another. There's a thing here. Psychic. Still got a bit of a drain on that, but we need to find a warlock to face. There's two of them! Damn it. Oh, we know where some are. I don't have any runes to cast for power. This is going to be fun. So we have to take on these warlocks. This could be deadly. Where'd he go? For you. Good! Good random. Okay, I need to find a thing quick. Here we go. Okay, we're back to normal. I don't know why I'm still playing this. I kind of want to play more. Oh, hello. Through space, we're in real trouble. Anish is an ally. Cause mortals blind panic. I don't know what this is like. I don't think I've used this before. Oh, here you go. Doesn't really do much, does it? Just sends around you. That's... Now I can't find my secret places, secret doors. Oh god, I'm running out of life already, huh? I'll go back to find. That is more useful than anything. Oh, you see me right back to the same space, huh? Oh, I shouldn't go offense yet. Oh boy, we're dying already. Oh, you good. Use that. Firebane. Increase our... That's defense. Offense. Disintegrate. Really strong now. Oh, two of them. Black magic, most deadly magic. Defense against black magic. Let's go for level 7. Drain is minimum because we're stuck with fine. That doesn't drain much at all. more out there. Still more warlocks yet. They'll be around here somewhere. Map. Aha! Not much space is left here. Ha! Oh. Oh, nothing in there. Okay, where else can we go? Here's the map. There's a room over here. Haven't been in. Should we get up? Go up this way. Oh no. Nope. Ooh, we ain't got much choice, have we, here? Here we go. No? There'll be a warlock left here somewhere. Let's see if we can No, I don't have any really close spells. Is that one room there? That one. Oh. Let's cast our power spell. Symbiotic is the best we can do. Come on, through the door. Where are we? Up there, okay. Okay. Yay! Okay, I think I got into it for that. We've played this long enough. We've done 2 games. Yeah, let's move on to the next game before we get too out of the. Before we play this too long. I've streamed this before. I've played through all 8 stages. So we'll move on to the next. You can always look that up. Right, next game. Oh no, these anniversary were now games. 4. Oh no. Next game is Big Trouble in Little China. Tooter's being chased. See. Right, Big Trouble in Little China. Electric Dreams, $9.99 cassette, $14.99 disc. Joystick keys. The film got a less than ecstatic reception, so can the game manage to better its poor performance? I'm afraid it's yet another martial arts bore us up, but fans of the genre never seem to be able to get enough of them. What it does have going for it is multi-character control, not simultaneous, mind. The plot is that you have to you can control 3 characters, each with different abilities. You can swap control between them, depending on which is best suited to deal with a situation. The pictures shown and objects carried are shown at the bottom of the screen. They line up on the right of the display. The character currently under control leading the way. You have to make your way right to left, along an endless, nearly, scrolling street, where a constant stream of fanatical guards leap out to try to stop you. The characters don't start with their full capabilities, but one can pick up a gun, the second a knife, and the third floats on a cloud that fires magical bolts. The guards you meet will mostly somersault, kick, and punch. Some appear with knives and others even have guns. This will drain your character's energy, which can be replaced if you can find food along the way. It's a real war of attrition. Later on, monsters pop out of the walls. And the deeper you go, the nastier the dangers await. I found the action tedious, just a constant stream of warriors to bump off. The character switching is nice, but they could have made more of it. The graphics and animation are good, but just wandering along a street and having the occasional fight can't be considered a great game. First day takeout score, get through the sewers. Second opinion. Even though the film was not a top biller, I enjoyed it. The game of the film will be received less favourably. Too many beat-em-up games in too short a space of time. It has the marks of Electric Dream's stunning graphics. Even the multi-character option is not unique, relatively, but it's not one I shall be dying to play every night. Green screen view. Trouble is, it's all visible. The verdict. Graphics 71%. Large, well-animated characters. Backgrounds are dingy and lack colour. Sonics 57%. Good title tunes. Few in-game effects. Grab factor 60%. 3 characters to switch between. Rapidly gets repetitive. Staying power 66%. Long hard battle through long scrolling streets. A rating 64%. Martial arts beat 'em ups are getting boring. Okay. Let's get the game set up then. What am I doing? Let's see. Yep. Okay. Alright. Here we go. That Spectrum font. Let's copy the Spectrum font. Tell you what type of game you're gonna get. They put a Spectrum beeper tune to it. That tells you something. Okay, how do we start? Start. Game. Start. Start. How do we start? Why out of this picture music thing? We just wait, go through. That's improvement. Sure, I got the start at one point. Oh, here you go. Escape. To start, because obviously. Kick. Punch, punch. Punch. Okay. Okay. Well, this is a game. We just wander along, kill things. Switch the other guy. Not that. Here we go. Oh, just leave, why don't you? Yeah, they can just leave. I've had enough. Oh, got a guy. Kick him in the shins. Here we go. Yeah, it's exciting. Okay, just leaves again. Whatever. 200 points. Not sure 8 digits is going to be needed. Who's the other guy, if I remember? Yes. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, I think he seems to work better for combat to start with. Doesn't even need to walk. Excitement. Oh, it's an item. We've got a sack of something. Oh, can shoot stuff. Gotcha. Well, this makes it easier. Oh, is this a sewers? Oh, jeez. Ow. Oh, jeez. Is that food, is it? Yeah. Life back. Oh, he's got a gun. jumping! Stop jumping! Oh, we run out of that. Okay, we've got more shots. I don't jump back into it, idiot. Oh jeez, we almost did. George, just go. Leave. I can go forward until you do. Thank you. Yeah, just go. Jump off. Come on. Leave. To deal with you. Too stupid to turn around. No one knows how to turn around in this game. Oh, is he going to leave or not? Oh, he's not. Oh, jeez, he just generates with that gun. Gotcha. Okay. Gun. First dude's thing, right? Now, what key is it to him? Oh no, he's dead. How do you use gun? Oh, like that. Okay. Just keep jumping. Food. Ah. The other guy's dead now. We're alone. I'm out of gun. Gonna leave? Gonna leave? Come on. Jump away. Okay. This is stage end. Okay, he isn't so hard. Oh, jeez, he's right in front of that. Ah, okay, Steve. Ooh, another gun. Jeez, almost dead. Ah, I want to hit him. Right into it, huh? Oh, that's bad. That's big trouble in Little China. Back to that stupid music. Ah, back to the magazine. Next game is Ace of Aces. For US Gold, $9.99 cassette, $14.99 disc. Joystick keys. The attempts to modify flight simulators into arcade games with popular appeal continue. This one isn't a million miles away from dam busters in concept and implementation. The question is it any better than that disappointing reenaction? You pilot a Mosquito fighter bomber on a number of dangerous missions into enemy territory. The 4 missions are aimed at V1s, trains, U-boats, and bombers. You can take them on individually or in any combination. The more you attempt, the harder it's going to be. You begin each mission over the channel. Fortunately, you never have to worry about takeoffs and landings. You can access 5 screens while flying around. The forward view is where you battle the enemy fighters, bombers, and V1s. There are also instruments indicating height, direction, speed, radar, and damage. These are generally the first instruments to get shot up by the enemy and aren't crucial to survival. Side views of the wings are the engineer's screens where you control the engines, gear, flaps, trim, and fuel. If you see one of the wing engines on fire, you're in big trouble. But even on one engine, you can get home. The bomb bay view is where you choose between 2 weapon types, cannon or rockets. When you open the bomb doors, you can bomb the train and U-boats. You are constantly menaced by fighters which have to be disposed of quickly. Having hit your target, you return home just by flying there. No fiddly landings to worry about. The graphics are crude again, although the clouds and engines look good. The enemy planes are just featureless blobs. It's not a bad game, but is lackluster in terms of the action. It presents a good challenge in terms of finishing missions and high scoring. The most annoying feature is multi-loading from tape, which takes ages if you want to change missions. First day target score. Complete 1 mission. Second opinion. The harder, or is that the more boring, elements of flight simulators have been gradually phased out. For example, in Ace of Aces, you no longer have to take off or land. As for the rest of the game, well, it's not too hot either. A lot of rasping and unidentifiable blobs are the sum total of this Ace game. Not much to see, but green screen view. Not much to see, but all is visible. The verdict. Graphics 46%, detailed instrument screens, featureless boring enemy. Sonics 37%, engine noise and cannon, what else do you expect? Grab factor 52%, not much action to get excited about. Horrible loading for tape users. Staying power 64%, missions are quite tough to complete. Train and U-boat attacks add variety. AA rating 60%, Another game, a little the worse for wear after conversion. Here we've got Tooter's ready. He's ready for the game. Okay. Let's do this. Alright. Ace of Aces. That almost looks like the Spectrum font again. Just the capital letters have changed. Practice. Missions. There's a dude smoking on the side there. He's ready. Let me just go straight in the missions. Let's start here. See what happens. Oh. Select one name again. Okay. Intelligence report. Targets V1 buzz bombs. South Paris. ME-109 scattered. Weather no storms. Weapons load rockets. Limited cannon no bombs. Orders fly south. Altitude 5,000 feet. Engage V1s and destroy. Mission map. Study carefully. So where do I start? Do I start in the center there? I can't tell. Load of weapons and fuel. Do I just load with everything? One bomb. I don't think we need bombs, do we, in this one? Stick with these. Let's see what happens. Rip, 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 rip. Cutscenes. Hi guys. When I first tested this, I thought those were clouds, apparently the mountains. Are we heading south? It's south. It's not south, it's going towards the east. Shoot it. Famous plane, according to that, speed is 2 mph. Line up. Okay, we're about 5,000 feet, I presume it is. I'm out of gun already. Gotta fire rockets. Okay, that's what. Now what? Okay. Oh, these are views, huh? Okay. It's a map. Okay. So the fire rockets. I'll just do this thing. Oh. You guys are rockets. Okay. He's getting away. Can't really turn all that much, can we? Turning around is not a strong suit. try and glow. Can't seem to hit them with rockets. Well, now what? Did I crash? Cause of death. Crashed into ground. I'm sure he was lower than I was. Press R to repeat mission. Just to select new mission. Bombers, train, bombers. Do bombers. East Paris. MB-109s, beware. Storm over channel, east at 6 knots. Weapons, rockets, cannons, fly south. Altitude 5,000 feet. Seek and destroy Ju-88s. Okay. Hopefully I've got more. Okay. There's another one. And another one. And another one. Altimeter's doing weird shit. altimeter is done broken. Oh, here's the ground. Huh. Yeah. Come on. Okay. So yeah, we just follow the compass and we go to where we need to go, right? Eastish. Uh-oh. Engines exploded. Oh, jeez. Damage with altimeter, radar, port engine. Cause of death, engines exploded. That's a good cause of death. Okay. So yeah, that'll do for that.